say good evening to one and all. Want to do another video of Christchurch Parish Church here in Barbados. First of all, I'm in the government cemetery. This is separate to Christchurch Cemetery in the churchyard. This is the church cemetery over here, and this is the government cemetery over here. As I said before, you will come across a lot of planes passing, flying over because we are in close proximity to the Granny Adams International Airport. This is our only port of entry right here. So this is Christchurch Parish Church here, Anglican, Episcopal. So this is the Christchurch Cemetery, the government cemetery here. But all two of the cemeteries, the government one and the church one, is bordered. They are bordered, and they are basically in close proximity to each other. You can see the back of the Christchurch Foundation Secondary School right here. So this is now the church's cemetery, the Cato family grave. Get the Veronica Theodosia Cato. Alright, coming back to the grave here. So this is Christchurch Cemetery, a public cemetery. And this is the church cemetery here, which is belonging to the church. So over this wall here will be the back of the Foundation Secondary School. George Bennett Niles, Queen's Counsel. So this is the back of the Christchurch Foundation Secondary School. This is one of Barbados' top and older secondary schools. The Foundation School right here in Christchurch. So this is all the graveyard here at Christchurch. Pedro Clark and Ismail Clark. The Warner family grave here. Burke and Stewart families later rest here. Charles Lionel Walker and his beloved wife Julia Frances Walker. Armstrong family grave. And the Jamet, Alexander Jamet, Brenda Skinner, and Jean Beauchamp. I won't go through all the graves, except there are politicians or prime ministers. Well, a prime minister is a politician. Politician, prime ministers are priests graves. You can see some king in the churchyard as well. As I said before, I'm doing this walk around the church as a historical perspective, not as somebody that just walk around the churchyard showing graves. So please don't get that feeling, because I know some of you may get it. In remembrance of the Honorable Winter Algernon Crawford, who was a politician, the roundabout in 6 Road, St. Philip, who was named after him. He was a member of Parliament for St. Philip at some time back in the day. Winter Algernon Crawford, born 1910 and died in 1993. The roundabout in St. Philip in 6 Road, St. Philip is named after him. And Sir Cuthbert Edward Talma, a Grenadian by birth, but Barbadian, and he was a politician as well. And the roundabout in Kendall Hill, Christchurch, on the ABC Highway, was also named after him. So Winter Crawford and Edward Talma's grave is here. And Christchurch Parish Church is right here. So peaceful where it is. This is where the You Light Up My Life concert was in February, which is last month. It was right here. Yes, so get back to the church now and show you all the church. This is another historic church, another church in the Anglican Diocese of Barbados. A brief history of Christchurch Parish Church. The Christchurch Parish Church on the whole dates back to 1629, but it had to go through a number of churches. This is the 5th church. The church hall here. So this is all the church hall. The Ivan Harewood Center. The Canon Ivan Harewood Center. The Canon Ivan Harewood Center. Over here. And the list of priests who serve the church. A commemorative plaque on the occasion of the 365th anniversary celebrations of Christchurch Parish Church, unveiled on May 18, 1995, by Canon Malcolm Aubrey Maxwell, rector of Christchurch Parish Church from 1976 to 1984, and Archdeacon of Barbados from 1984 to 1990. A brief history of the chase wall, in which I'll show you shortly. And a sketch of the chase wall here. I'll show you the history of the chase vault, so that when I show you the vault, and tell you about it, that you will not be in disbelief. Some more graves over here. Christchurch Parish Church. This is the grave here. This is the Chase vault here. We decided to have the Chase vault for the Chase family. The coffins are probably being taken out or placed on top here. The coffins are placed above here. It was said that the coffins tend to move about within the grave and the vault here. It was in here. The coffins were in here. Some said it was a myth and some said it was a true story. It was true that the coffins move about within the vault here at Christchurch. So that's why they call it Duppy Church. The vault is known for its supernatural activity, where the coffins move around within the vault. The grave of one of our prime ministers, the third prime minister, Sir Harold Bernard St. John, who succeeded Tom Adams as prime minister when he died in 1985. Sir Harold Bernard St. John succeeded him as prime minister, but he did not serve long. He only was a brief prime minister. He was lost to Errol Barrow, who won the government in 1986 until his death in 1987. Errol Barrow was the first prime minister of Barbados. Tom Adams was the second. Sir Harold Bernard St. John was the third. Then Errol Barrow, we won the government again, so it won't really call him the fourth. But when Errol Barrow died in 1987, then Sir Lloyd Erskine Sandiford, Sir Lloyd Erskine Sandiford succeeded Errol Barrow, so he would have been the fourth prime minister. So Sandiford would have been the fourth prime minister. So back at the Chase vault before going up the churchyard, there's a similar vault to this here in St. Thomas, Barbados. Up in St. Thomas, in the Vault Road, where my family originated from. My family originated in the Vault Road. Well, there was a vault similar to that in the center of the village, which is home to the remains of the Williams family. Mr. Williams was the former slave owner of Richmond Hall Plantation. He and his family are interred in that vault up in St. Thomas. And it is said that coffins move about within that vault as well. Some will argue that it is not so, but research did say that it is so. So Christchurch Parish Church, Anglican Episcopal, here in Christchurch, to the south of the island, to the bottom of the island, once more. So I conclude this video now with Christchurch Parish Church. Thank you guys for watching. I will go over to the church hall first before leaving. Christchurch Parish Church here. I will now take you to this church hall. The Ivan Harewood Center. So they also have functions, they keep functions in here. Functions also are kept in here, as well as when I say functions, both secular and religious functions. Some people hold graduation parties, dancing classes, wedding receptions, and other church events in there. So not all religious functions are in there. It is open to all functions. So it says here on this plaque, the Christchurch Parish Church Center, dedicated and commissioned by the Reverend the Right Reverend Dr. John Walter Dunlop Holder, Bishop of Barbados, were appointed on the 9th of December 2000 by the Reverend Canon Ivan Harewood, Rector of Christ Church Parish Church, from 1984 to 2001, on a site which has served this nation through education, recreation, and social action. The Boys Foundation School from 1809 to 1957, Christ Church High School from 1957 to 1992, and the Jones Private School from 1993 to 1996. Plaque was unveiled by Mr. Alvin Howell and Miss Regina Bess. So the foundation school is next door. So Christ Church Parish Church sits above Hastings Hill. Christ Church Parish Church here. And the Ivan Harewood Center, named after the former priest, Canon Ivan Harewood. And the foundation school, Christ Church Foundation, is one of Barbados' top and oldest secondary schools. And this is also a good place to view the planes passing because we are in close proximity to the airport, the Grantley Adams Airport, which is Barbados' only port of entry by air. All below here will be Hastings Town. Christ Church Parish Church here. Church Hill, Christ Church. Thanks for watching now, guys, and do have a blessed evening. All the foundation school. So have a good evening now, and adios.